Danny Boyle has announced that he's writing a script for the next Bond movie, which might mean he gets to direct it. So Kim, what would a Danny Boyle Bond movie look like?
Well, I'm hoping that he's going to have heard the words inclusion rider for a start, and Me Too, and thought about diversity in his films, starting with better roles for women. He said something on the red carpet recently about this.
Yeah, I got the quote here. He said, when asked if his Bond girl would be befitting the current climate, Boyle said, you write in real time, you acknowledge the legacy of the world of Bond, and you write in the real world, but you also write in the modern world as well. So I guess he's going to acknowledge what's happening, and we might see a different kind of Bond girl.
Yes, Bond girls with a bit more about them, I think, maybe dialing back the objectification, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And as for actresses in those roles, I'm thinking about people he's worked with in the past, maybe Kelly MacDonald, from Trainspotting, and Frida Pinto, who he worked with on Slumdog Millionaire, maybe.
Yeah, they'd be good choices. But what's he going to bring to a Bond movie? Like, what's it going to look like if he's doing it, do you think?
The thing about Danny Boyle is he's got this fast-paced directing style, and though he's never done an action movie, I mean, that's going to lend itself well to Bond scenes, action scenes.
Yeah, his films are very dynamic, and I just think of like the opening scene in Trainspotting. That's basically an action scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's funny, I actually asked him a couple of times whether he'd ever do a superhero movie, and he said no. Right. So it's really interesting that he's considering doing a Bond film, because that's in the same sort of universe as well, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and I really hope he gets to stamp his mark on it, because with films like this, you're often, as a director, I guess, reined in, but the beauty of Danny Boyle is his unique voice. So I'd like to see maybe some dreamlike sequences. I don't know if we'll get them, but...
His longtime collaborator John Hodges is working on the script, and the last few have been written by Purvis and Wade, and I feel like they've kind of gone a bit convoluted. I don't really know what's going on in those films anymore. There was Quantum, and then there was Spectre, and then Blofeld's not dead, and he was behind it all. And what I would like to see is them actually put all that stuff to bed and just do a standalone film, go back to classic Bond, and if it's Daniel Craig's last one, sort of have it as a one and done, where they ignore all that and sort of have a bit of a refresh. What do you think?
Yeah, I entirely agree with you there. But one thing I hope they do keep is the good old Bond villain.
Yeah, I would hope so. It'd be weird if they didn't have one.
I'd love to see Ewan McGregor in a villain role.
Okay.
Who he obviously worked with before.
Yeah,
so.
Young, cool villain, a bit like sort of Sean Bean in Goldeneye. Yeah, that would be good. And I think another thing that Danny Boyle brings to the equation is great music. Music plays such an important role in all his films, so I think we'll end up with a great soundtrack or score if he does it that will really complement the action on screen. Yeah. I always think of that when I think of his films.
Sure, yeah.
And of course this wouldn't be the first time he's directed Bond either, would it?
No. A few years back in a little thing called the Olympics opening ceremony in London.
So I'm wondering, could there be a cameo for the Queen in this one?
That would be the ultimate cameo.
Maybe she's the Bond girl.
Amazing. What do you guys think of Danny Boyle and Bond? Let us know via our social channels at Get Fandom, or for more from us, head to fandom.com.